Hello lovely students, welcome to day 16 of the Phrasal Verbs Challenge. We are on the second day of our topic of money and shopping. Let's get started with the text. A few years ago, I unexpectedly came into some money. A great-great-aunt had passed away, and even though I didn't know her, she left me her house. First, I paid off my student loans, and I put down a deposit on a flat I'd been wanting to buy in the centre of Manchester. That set me back quite a bit. For the first time in my life, I was able to splash out on a nice car and sell the old banger that I'd had for 10 years. I could even chip in when my sisters wanted to buy my parents a trip for their anniversary. I've been putting some money aside for the future too. I've got 7 phrasal verbs for you to look at today. Let's get started with the first. It is to come into something. This means to receive possessions or usually money unexpectedly. It's usually because someone's died. Bob's just come into some money. His granddad left him an inheritance. Number 2, I mentioned this yesterday, to pay off. This means to return the money you've borrowed, usually for an official financial product. I promise I'll pay off all of my debts. I promise I will finish paying all of the money that I've borrowed. I can't wait to finally pay off my student loans. Number 3 is to put down. And when you put money down, it means you pay a deposit for something. I put down a deposit on a flat. I put down £50,000 on a flat. It means you're paying part of the total cost of something. Nowadays in the UK, if you want to buy a house, you have to put down a 10 to 20% deposit. Number 4 is to set back. And if something sets you back a certain amount of money, it means it costs you a certain amount of money. My new car set me back £20,000. My new car cost me £20,000. This phrasal verb emphasizes that something was expensive. Number 5 is to splash out on something. This means to spend a lot of money, normally in a frivolous manner. You might be buying something luxurious or something you don't really need. You're spending more than you usually would feel comfortable doing. When we went for our honeymoon, we splashed out on a really nice resort. I'm emphasizing that we wouldn't usually do that, but because it was a special occasion, we splashed out. We spent a lot of money. Number 6 is to chip in. This means to give money or to help pay for something. If you're in a group and you're sharing the cost of a present, you might say, everyone chips in £10. Everyone chipped in £10 for Jane's present. Or if somebody drives you somewhere, do you want me to chip in some petrol money? Do you want me to help pay for the petrol? And number 7 is to put aside. You can also say to set aside as well. This is to save money for the future. I put aside £100 each month to save for a house deposit. I'm basically saying I'm saving £100 a month. A couple of vocabulary notes. I mentioned student loans. In some countries, university is free. It's not in the UK. We have a system with the government where they loan us the cost of university and we pay it back slowly over time. That's our student loan. I also mentioned an old banger, and this is slang for a very old car, an old cheap car. I've been driving this old banger for years. Right, that's it for day 17. Don't forget to complete all of the exercise questions, and I will see you tomorrow for day 18.